Fucking mic shut off, but we're good now. I just made the fair value gap video, and I said I would make a one on inverse fair value gaps. So that's what this video is going to be about today: is inverse fair value gaps, how to spot them. And I don't think in the last video I told you how you could trade a fair value gap, but I guess we'll develop how to take a trade after I upload videos on all the confluences I use, and they're pretty much the same as most smart money concept people. I'm just going to do my own videos and my own explanations on it. Um, so, what is an inverse fair value gap? It is, I would say, you could say a four candlestick pattern, but not necessarily because an inverse could happen with multiple candlesticks. Okay, but first there has to be a fair value gap. Okay, fair value gaps I taught in the last video, so I'm not really going to go over them. Okay, right here we have a fair value gap. This is a bearish example, right? We created this bearish fair value gap. Okay, what did we do? We filled it. Okay, we didn't sell off yet. Fill, fill, fill. Boom. Right here we closed above it. So we invalidated this. So that creates this whole gap as an inverse right here. Okay, as you see here, price comes up, we come back down to fill the inverse, and what do we end up doing? Going higher. So we flipped this gap, right? What could you have done? Could have longed it. I don't know. You could have put stops below here. Boom, target, whatever, right? That's an example, okay, of a inverse value gap. An inverse is just us closing and invalidating a bullish or bearish gap, okay? Where's another example? Um, no, no. I guess this is a decent enough example. Um, okay, another bearish gap here. Boom. Create the bearish gap. Come up. Boom, boom, boom. Market structure on this candlestick right here. Completely close past it. What do we end up doing? We create a high, come down lower, fill in this gap. Okay, cool. If you're confluent, say you can long this bitch, you long it. What do you want to target? You want to target a high. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Easy. Okay. Where's another example? Um, right here. Okay. This is a bullish gap. Boom. We come here. Invalidate it, right? But you might be thinking, okay, cool. We come back in. You could take a trade short. You could, right? You could have. As soon as we invalidate it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. You could enter off of the invalidation, right? If you had put stops here, you know, say you wanted to target, the bottom of the fair value gap, you could have done that, right? That would still hold valid. Obviously, there has to be more confluences for you to trade an inverse, but that is an example, right? We invalidated this, we went lower, filled the whole thing of this fair value gap to go higher, right? Here's another example, bearish example, right? So we create this fair value gap, come down here, create a high, reject, boom. What do we do here as well? Boom, another bearish for value gap. Okay, cool. Made a low. What do we do on this next candlestick? Rip past all of these bearish confluences, right? This for value gap, this for value gap. What could we guess off of us invalidating these gaps? Okay, validated these gaps, closed above this high, we broke structure, right? Boom. What do we end up doing? Coming down, fill in these inverses. Also, we fill in this fair value gap, right, on top of this order block. And obviously, I'm on the 4-hour time frame. I wouldn't trade the 4-hour. But what could you do? You could take a long inside of this because we already invalidated these gaps. We've closed above this high. We broke structure, filled in this order block, okay, filled in this bullish fair value gap, What can you do? Boom, bang, bop. You take along. Okay. Show more examples. Okay. Oh, and also, boys, let me know if you do watch this video or any of these educational videos, what I can do better. Um, whether that's maybe explain it more or show more examples or whatever. Just fucking leave it in the comments and I'll try my best to do it. Here's another example, right? Boom. Create a bullish fair value gap. What do we do? Close past it. We kind of chop around here. This is obviously a bad trading week. Um, but yeah, invalidated that. Let me go to today and see if there's any examples today, because there definitely was. Maybe on like the 15-minute. Yeah, so today we created a bullish gap, bullish fair value gap that got invalidated. Okay, but just because it got invalidated doesn't mean we're instantly going lower, right? As you see here, we climbed higher still. Um, but this is an example of a fair value gap getting invalidated, creating an inverse. Okay, same here. Go on the 5-minute today. Boom, we had a bullish gap, got flipped. Okay, inversed. Same here. Another bullish gap. What happened? We got inverse. Okay. Um, and yeah, boys, that's really it. These inverses are very beneficial to enter trades that. How's the best way I can put this? So right here, for example, right, we were bearish. Okay, even on the 5-minute, bearish. Okay, we also invalidated this gap, but on the higher time frames, we were bullish. Okay, bullish, right? Created this gap all the way down here. Okay, what do we end up doing? Okay, cool. We'll create the gap. Boom. Closed above it right here. Right on this candlestick right here. We closed above this gap. What do we see price end up doing before continuing higher? On this candlestick right here. Boom. We open. Okay, cool. Drop down into this inverse. What could you have done today? Right? What should I have done today if I was going to take a fucking trade and not crash out, right? Wait for this inverse, okay, off of this 15-minute order block right here. 15-minute order block, 1 hour's bullish, 4 hour bullish, okay. Enter the inverse. What could you have targeted? High of day, okay. Could have put stops below here, so this fair value gap could protect you, and then target high of day, right? That's an example of how you can enter off an inverse. Inverses can be found on every single time frame. Okay, it's just a fair value gap that gets closed above or below, depending on if it's bullish or bearish. Okay, but yeah, that's about it, boys. That's how to trade inverses. That's how to find them. Um, and yeah, the next video will be probably on break a structure because that'll be a pretty simple video to make. And yeah, boys, I will see you guys on the next one.